Ladies and gentlemen, do we have some news to react to today? As we get nearer and nearer to the kickoff of the NFL season, which I believe is just in 10 days. We have extensions, we have trade demand, we have releases, we've got trade rumors. But before we begin the video, as always, we've got my obligatory sponsorship, so do not forget to use code WyattzWorld on G Fuel, Waggle, or Prize Picks. By using my codes on G Fuel or Waggle, you'll save a discount on any other awesome products like this. And by using it at sign up on Prize Picks, you're gonna guarantee yourself to win a free $50 with your first $5 entry. Reminder that there is a Dak Prescott free square for week 1. All he needs is 1 passing yard for the entry to win. But as always, please play responsibly, and let's get into the video. So, first piece of news we have, and probably the most recent and unsurprising, the Browns have released Diontae Johnson. Vikings, don't you even think about it. Do not even consider it. Sorry to be so blunt on it, but I feel like it's been pretty publicly exposed in recent seasons that this guy's just a lazy receiver. He can't make a team to save his life. Told Baltimore last year he didn't want to play in a game because he was cold. This is the 8th transaction involving Diontae Johnson in the past 18 months. That's less than 2 years. Traded from the Steelers to the Panthers, traded from the Panthers to the Ravens, waived by the Ravens, claimed by the Texans, waived by the Texans, claimed by the Ravens, signed with the Browns, released with the Browns. Buddy. Packers have also just released Isaiah Simmons, the Isaiah Simmons. He was an 8th overall pick. He was supposed to be like the next big thing, and he just never, ever lived up to the expectation. Giants have released Tommy DeVito this morning, and just like Ari said in the tweet, he did have a solid preseason, but someone had to be the odd man out there. Obviously, Dart's not going anywhere, and then they just chose to take the 2 veterans over Tommy. Next up, we have Kenny Pickett going to the Raiders for a 5th round pick. He was never going to start in Cleveland anyway, so that doesn't surprise me at all. Chargers have released Brendan Rice, the son of Jerry Rice. Just a harsh reality, kind of like Shiloh Sanders right now, who has also been released from Tampa Bay, that the name doesn't always carry over. Still on Raiders news here, Amari Cooper is returning for a 1-year deal. As long as he doesn't take away from Brock Bowers' fantasy volume, which I doubt he will, we're cool. Steelers have released Bill Burr. Lions have released Hendon Hooker. And then on the topic of the Raiders and Amari Cooper and overall fantasy volume of players, wide receiver Jacoby Myers recently met with team brass and requested to be traded. Apparently he's wanted a contract and they have just made no progress on it, which seems silly because, I mean, the guy will not probably take that much to sign, and he's a very good receiver. He's reliable. So seriously wondering what's going to go on there. Next piece of news, Terry McLaurin has agreed to a 3-year extension worth $96 million. You know, considering today's market, that seems like a pretty team-friendly deal to me, and also I don't think anybody's really shocked by this. You were never gonna leave, brother. You were on the sideline at the preseason game giving hugs to Jaden Daniels' mom. If you were really that unhappy, you weren't gonna show up. And on the topic of extensions, we have Trey Hendrickson signing a 1-year deal with the Bengals with a $14 million raise. According to Schefter, that will bring his yearly salary to $30 million a year, and he is still scheduled to become a free agent next season. So now we just wait for Micah Parsons. Will I be surprised if Jerry signs him? Absolutely not. I expect it. But he is the true one that I would expect to maybe actually have enough motion to go somewhere. The thing about him is he was also still at the preseason game. He was just taking a nap on the table. Moving on, we have more about the rumors swirling around between the Vikings and Panthers sending Adam Thielen back home to Minnesota. But as of last night, the two sides continued to struggle to agree on compensation. What that means to me is the Panthers have a price tag that is far too high on Adam Thielen's head. I've read somewhere else that Thielen even said he wanted to come back, which, I mean, who wouldn't want to play for the Vikings over the Panthers? But apparently as of now, the man's still hostage. Moving on to some more releases that have taken place between now and the first time I was reacting to him. Carson Steele's been released from the Chiefs. He was like the shortest flash in the pan ever. McCole Hardman's been released from the Packers. Desmond Ritter's been released from the Bengals. Oh man, I really thought he had a chance. The fact that Desmond Ridder was a starting quarterback in the league at one point still baffles me to this day. It always will. Here's an article on ESPN just saying which new NFL head coaches out of the 7 of them are in the best position to win. So scrolling all the way to the bottom, they have Kellen Moore, and I think that's probably the only possible answer here that actually makes sense. I mean, not only do I think Kellen Moore himself is about as bland and vanilla as they come, but so is the Saints team. They're not good. I mean, for one, it's the age thing. They're old, but 2, majority of their talent is either now retired or been traded off. Like, if Kellen Moore gets any more than 3 wins this season, I will be actually stunned. Then at 6, they have Mike Vrabel. I don't know. Saying that you think Mike Vrabel's in a worse position than Aaron Glenn, that doesn't sit with me well. I would have put Aaron Glenn down here. I don't think the Jets are gonna be good at all. And I say this every year and I get flack for it, but I'm never wrong. And until I see the Jets prove me wrong, I'm going to continue to assume you guys will be the dumpster fire you always have been. 5, they have Pete Carroll set up for success there. Not entirely certain I agree with having him this low either. I think he's in a better position than Liam Cohen is. Anyway, moving on to 4, this is where they have Aaron Glenn. And obviously, like I just said, I don't agree with that. I think he is definitely lower on this totem pole when it comes to head coaches that will succeed in their first year. Then at 3, they have Liam Cohen. That is astounding to me. What's even more astounding to me is it's saying that no Jags head coach has a winning record for the franchise except Tom Coughlin. How are we going to expect him to come into a winning position here when statistically you guys have always sucked? I hope he's good. I hope he elevates Trevor in that offense. I just don't know if the team as a complete unit is set up to succeed right now. Then at 2 is Ben Johnson, meaning 1 is Brian Schottenheimer. They think Brian Schottenheimer is in the best position to win right now. You know, with the team surrounding him, I can kind of see where they are coming from, especially with the division they're in, which is like still difficult, but I would say an easier division than what the Bears have to deal with right now. That actually might make sense. I can live with this ranking, actually. I can interchange them. The only real problem I have with this list is that they have Pete Carroll lower than 3. I think Pete Carroll's 3. Then I'd probably have Vrabel at 4, Cohen at 5, Glenn at 6, and then Kellen Moore is in the basement. Breaking news as of like a half an hour ago, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged. My take on this is good for them. If I have to hear about it any more than 3 times during the season, which I know I will, I'm gonna get irritated. Oh, wow. This is like all I'm seeing. Like, literally, this is all I'm seeing on social media. Oh, gosh. I just can't stop scrolling and running into this. It will not end. So I'm officially sick of this. And ending the video today, we got a little immaculate gridiron action. So let me know what you guys get on this and see if you can beat me. So across the top, we got the Chiefs, the Cowboys, and the Jags. Then on the side there, we got the Vikings, the Falcons, and 1 team only in their career. Now for Viking Chief, we got probably one of the worst offensive linemen ever, Mike Remmers. That was a low one too. Vikings Jags, they had Yannick. The Vikings traded him in week 5 and he still led the team in sacks at the end of the year. Looking at a person who has only been a Chief in their career, there's a couple obvious ones here. And I might have to go with obvious because I don't want to take any chances. I'll just go with Trav. He's only 10%? I would have thought he would have been much higher than that. Who's only been a Cowboy in their career? Again, we have obvious ones. Is there anybody who is less obvious? Brevin Spanford. Hey, look at that percentage. That's my buddy. I didn't know, like, if it's based off of who's played there the longest or what, but that works for me. 1 NFL team only. I think I'm just going to take ETN here. I don't even know who the longest player on the Jets is right now. It might be Josh Allen. He's only 13%. Falcon Jag. Sir Kelvin Ridley. He was high, okay. Falcon Cowboy. I mean, that'd be prime time, right? There's probably a less obvious one, but there he is, very high. Falcons Chief or Viking Cowboy. I'm going to go Eric Kendricks. Bringing my last one to, do we do it? Probably. Tony Gonzalez. There's my score, 249, ladies and gentlemen. Fight me! And that is gonna do it for today's news/garbage video, I guess I like to call it. I don't mean garbage in the sense that I think the video's trash. Maybe it is, hopefully it's not. But I mean garbage as in it's just a bunch of random clutter. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, you already know what to do to show support, and please do it because you know I appreciate any and all help. In the meantime, I'm gonna get this edited so you can all watch it on time. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday, and as always, I will see you in the next video.